Hi guys, Mandakini here from Dynamic Wellness. Today I'm going to show you how to make miso soup, homemade miso soup, the healthy stuff. So miso soup, miso paste has so many nutritional benefits. It's high in iron, it's high in magnesium, it's high in vitamin B6, vitamin B12, it has protein in it, it has probiotic, and which is really good for your gut. So good for gut health. Also in our oriental system, if you have miso soup for breakfast, it will nourish the large intestine, and if you have it for dinner, it will nourish your nervous system, kidney, bladder. It's just such a fantastic food. And for those of you that have done our cleanses, you know that I often recommend it to have it at night before you go, like as your dinner, so you can have it as you wish. So to start with, what we're going to need, the biggest thing is that we first have to do the soup. Before adding the miso we add separately. We first have to do the soup. And you can make it as elaborate or as simple as you want. It really depends on your time. And I will say that once you make a big amount, it freezes really well. I'll show you, I do that. I'll do a big amount and then I'll just freeze them in meal sizes, so you always have it there ready to go. Okay, so what we're gonna need for today is some chopped onion and chopped fresh ginger. I'm gonna use pumpkin. I've got carrots here. I've got corn, which is lovely. It gives it the sweet flavor. I've got celery and I've got broccoli. You can use cauliflower, you can use sweet potato. Really, you can use any vegetables, but don't use the nightshade. So no potato, no eggplant, no tomato, and no capsicum. So these are the 4 nightshades. We don't use them because they cause acidity in the body. So we're not going to use them in the miso soup, and definitely not using them while we're on our detox program. So the other thing to use is the seaweed. The particular one that we're using is wakame. There's also, this is what it looks like once you've chopped it. I just cut it with scissors, and this is the packet. You buy it from the health food store, from Spiral. If you can find, there's another seaweed called kombu. If you can get your hands on kombu, even better. It's even a stronger source of sea vegetable, very high in minerals and in a bioavailable source of minerals. So that's the other thing that we're going to use. Another thing we're going to use is shitake mushrooms. Shitake mushrooms also have fantastic properties. They help dissolve fat. You remember I was talking about yin and yang, and they have that property of being yin. They're also very delicious. So you buy them dry. That's what the packet. Nowadays you can either get it from the Asian grocery. I even found them at Kohl's. This is what they look like when they're out of the packet. This is what they look like out of the packet. In the health food store, you can also buy the organic ones. It's up to you. But you have to soak them. You have to soak them until they go soft, and then I chop them. So this is ready to go now. So we'll just get started. Good quality oil. I like extra virgin oil, but you're more than welcome to have safflower oil or sunflower oil, just not other cheap oils. Get a good quality oil. So I'm gonna just start by sauteing some oil. I'm gonna saute, we'll start with the Okay, so all I've done is added the vegetables, sauteed them. You saw that I added them gradually. The hard ones first, your pumpkin, your carrots go in first, then your celery, and then like the broccoli and the cauliflower go towards the end. I also put the seaweed, and I put the mushroom, the shitake. So all I'm gonna do now is bring it to a boil, and this will be the stock, the soup. So that's the soup that you either fridge or you freeze. I'll show you what it looks like in the freezer. You can freeze it like that. It freezes fantastic. So you don't add the miso until you're actually gonna have it. And I will show you in a minute what it looks like. but you're basically just going to end up with this miso stock, but it doesn't have miso, it's just a vegetable soup. Okay, so this would be when you're ready to have your miso soup, literally when you're ready. So this is a soup that I've prepared before. Have a look. So this is the soup that I've prepared before. You want to heat it up and bring it to a boil. And in the meantime, you are going to dissolve. Okay, we have to talk about the type of miso to use because not all the misos are good. The only two misos that I recommend really is either the brown rice or the barley one. I really like this brand, the Spiral brand. I can put it in the comments below because it's unpasteurized and it's organic. So these are the two. The Hacho is too strong. The Shiro is okay. It's a white miso, but these are higher medicinally. So these are the ones you want to use, and this brand. So always look at the ingredients, but really these two ones are the ones that I use. And then you put around a teaspoon per serve. So teaspoons per serve. Again, you don't want it too, you put it in the bowl and you use some of the water of the soup that is already, you're just going to use it because what the hot water will do, it will activate the miso. And because it's a living bacteria, you need to activate it. So here we go. So we're just going to dissolve it like so until it's nice and smooth. You don't want any lumps. You don't want any lumps. Beautiful. All nice and smooth. And now, once the soup has boiled, you bring it to low heat, and then we're gonna add the miso, the dissolved miso paste in, yeah? And then you have to keep an eye on it because you don't wanna, even if you have high heat, you just wanna keep an eye on it because it doesn't take long, you just wait. You see that little curdle? Do you see that little curdle that you can see in the soup? Yeah, that's when it's ready. You see that little curdle and you know it's ready. It just takes a couple of seconds. Perfect. And we are done. Okay, so this is the miso soup that has been poured into the bowl. We're nearly ready to have it. The thing is that miso is, is very yang, it's very strong, it gives you that sense of strength. But when you have too much yang and then too much salt, it can create sweet cravings. Remember we talked about that? So you want to balance it and add a little bit of lightness. You can do it by putting fresh herbs, parsley, coriander, rocket, whatever fresh herbs you like. You can add that. You can also, I love it with a squeeze of lemon or lime, goes beautiful. You can add some sunflower seeds, give it a bit of a crunch. So you can even have some brown rice in it. So I will just try my creation. It's a bit heavy, so I'll just try it. Beautiful. It's just so nourishing. It's beautiful. But remember, the miso you really want to add, like I showed you before you have it. So you can have it for breakfast, you can have it for dinner. If you're able to have miso soup every day, that is fantastic for your health, fantastic for gut health. So have a go. Show me the photos of, post some of the photos of your miso soup, and to your good health. Bye.